Finding Love Over the Rainbow, Gay Romance Fantasy Collection. Written by Mark Pace and Rod Mandelli. Narrated by Kirk Hall, Eugenia Woods, and Rudy Beer.
Bobby and the Beast, a gay twink romance fairy tale, written by Mark Pace, narrated by Eugenia Woods. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, in a land far away, an ugly old troll approached the stone wall that surrounded a castle. He unlatched the gate. The strong wind ripped it from his bony fingers. The gate clanged against the stones. It took all the troll's strength to force the gate closed behind him as he entered the castle grounds. The troll's entire body shook when claps of thunder boomed in the distance. Lightning streaked across the sky, momentarily illuminating several statues scattered throughout the grounds. The pounding rains landed on the perfectly sculpted likenesses of Greek gods and muscular warriors. The owner of the castle clearly had an appreciation for the classic naked male form. By the time he climbed the stone steps, the troll was completely soaked from head to toe. He shivered as his thin, torn, and ratty clothes flapped in the wind. A thick rope hung to the right of the large wooden door. The troll wrapped both hands around the fancy knot at the end of the rope. The troll put forth considerable effort yanking on the rope. He heard the bells echo inside the castle. The pealing bells startled the handsome prince who owned the castle as he reclined in his reading room. "Who could be ringing the bells at this late hour on a stormy night such as this?" he said aloud as he rose and looked out the window. Seeing the storm in full force, he thought perhaps the wind itself had taken hold of the rope. Rather than wake his already sleeping servants, the prince decided to check the door himself. If a hunky passing knight needed a place to stay, well, the prince would be glad to share his bed. The prince walked down the long stone corridor. He descended the winding staircase which led to the front entrance. "Hark! Who goes there?" the prince called through the door. His voice was like music to the troll's ears. It had been so long since he'd come in contact with a man with a masculine voice like that. Its richness and deepness conjured all kinds of visions of how handsome its owner must be. "A poor and weary traveler," the troll replied in answer to the prince's question. "May I trouble you for shelter from this horrendous storm and perhaps a morsel of food?" When the prince heard the troll's high-pitched
Sample complete. Ready to continue?